Thank you very much, mate. Good to see you again. Thanks a lot. Thank you. We'll see you soon. The river's great, though. Good night. Good night. Huh?
I will be back when I get school job. I mean, team teaching this class. Yeah, no, I want to.
Good luck.
Find it. Well, welcome everyone to another Niall Walsh production for Pembroke TV. Today we have the Pembroke Fours hosting Railway Union 4 in their GS Cricket Intermediate Cup C round. This is the second such game for them today. They both were previously to this over in Railway for the first game for them today. Bit of a derby. Railway won that match. Pembroke posted 109 for 6, and Railway chased it down, made 112 for 5. As you can see on your screen, the worm chart, that's how things played out. So it was a bit up and down all over the place at stages, but Railway came out the victors.
I think you might be underselling it a bit. It was a final over thriller, penultimate ball thriller. Pembroke bowler Naveen took 2 wickets in the final over at Railway. 3 were required, and a boundary was hit off of delivery number 119 to seal the game for Railway. So that's...
Wow.
We know these teams are evenly matched. We know this because of their recent form against each other. How recent, you may ask? Well, 45 minutes ago recent.
Yes.
And so game 2 of this doubleheader here at famous historical Sydney Parade. The sun is shining. Unfortunately, at the same time, the wind is blowing. So come on down, bring your gloves, or sit on your hands, which also works.
Yeah, but just like to welcome Charlie to the microphone. It's great to have you here. That's a great description of the ground. It is actually very, very nice once you're against the wall, etc. The breeze has eased up a little bit. Definitely bring a jumper, but it's a beautiful setting at the moment. A few clouds in the skies, looks a bit like a Springfield sort of sky. And we're almost ready to go. We're just waiting for the names to come up through live scoring. Here we go. We hope. So, as batsmen just take their guard.
I'm guessing that might be Bhushan facing, judging from the color of the helmet, but I'll wait until I get confirmation.
Okay, so Hill looks like he's in a non-striker's end, and maybe Bhushan. Anyway, the first ball was to be bowled. Oh, big hoik outside off there. Bit of a loose shot. The field that's been set is pretty conventional, so we have a keeper, second slip. We have someone point, someone out in the covers, someone backward point. Well, it's going to be a wide.
So our screen is telling us that the opening batter is Subra. So apologies to Subra and Bhushan. But I don't know. Looks a little short to be Subra. But anyway, here we are. We've had 1 legal delivery so far and 1 wide as the bowler steams in.
Was very short.
Short and waved at and called a wide.
Yeah, struggling to find his line at the moment, the bowler, who is Mr. Sandwell, Mr. A. Sandwell. Just needs to find his rhythm here. Just a bit too short and a bit too wide. That looks like a better ball. Great encouragement by his teammates. That'll help his confidence. So we also have in the fielding positions, we have a mid-off, a deepish mid-on. We have a mid-wicket, square leg, and someone down in third man. Oh, stretching for that one. Want to be careful not to chase too many loose balls on the outside. It's very easy to get that edge and put it through to the keeper or the second slip.
Few deliveries in. Super still waiting to put bat on ball as the bowler steams in and deals. And the Super takes another look at that one as it passes wide. So both bowler and batter are taking a good look at each other. And this being a T20, they don't really have a lot of time to do that. So we would hope that the action begins soon. We say hello to everyone who's tuning in. Maybe some of our friends at the ground at Phoenix watching the new look Pembroke firsts. Put up an impressive total in their first game as the delivery that's scooped around the corner. Runners keep going. That's going all the way. Might be all the way to the boundary. Fielders give chase, and that's called a boundary. So lovely little tap off the bat from Subra, and runs away for 4. Shaping up to be a good first over for Pembroke.
That certainly is. Already we have 7 on the scoreboard. That was the first runs off the bat. A very nice late cut there that just ran down to the boundary. The ground is in great nick. It's a very fast outground, I'd say, outfield, I should say. There's been lots of sunshine, so it should be hard and fast. The ball will travel well.
So, in the previous game that ended about an hour ago, Railway chased, I think, ending up at 111 or 110. So
109.
109. Yep. So we're not talking Sunrisers Hyderabad totals here. 7 off the first over so far is a good start for Pembroke. As the next delivery, that's tapped right back to the bowler, who takes a chance on rolling it back towards the wicket, but Suber's safely in his ground. And we still have more deliveries to come. That's what happens when all the extras come. You lose track of where we are.
Got one legal delivery left in this over.
So with all the extras, that's a few extra deliveries for Suber to get a chance to see. A few extra deliveries for the bowler to pour over in his mind as he hits his mark and streams in. Suber takes a step forward, taps that one straight back for no run.
Yeah, nice defence shot there to finish the over. So at the end of the first over, it is 7 for the loss and no wicket. It's a good start, good positive start from Pembroke. Bit loose there from Railway Union, but they'll find their rhythm and they'll come back to it.
Well, Pembroke will be hoping to... But Pembroke also batted first in the first game of this Park Avenue Series doubleheader. And they'll be looking to post a higher total than the 109 that they posted earlier. This is going to be our first look here at Sahil Machanda as he gets his marks from the umpire. Takes a look at his counterpart, who arranges his field.
Yeah, so Railway Union won the toss. They put Pembroke into bat because that's exactly what they did the first game. And so obviously they're hoping to replicate the result. Have a small total to chase. We shall see. Oh. Good ball there, straight on. Just played off to square leg by Sahil for no run. But the ball seems to be carrying through well to the batsman. Some good true bounce on the wicket. We're just waiting for the bowler's name to come up. Mr. Aswell. Well, was that the first guy?
Now, this is Mr. Aswell.
Yeah, it is Aswell.
Who had a 5 for the Railway fourths in April and then was quickly demoted to the fifths for his efforts. He's bounced between the two teams so far this season. I took a quick look at his season so far, but he's definitely handy with the ball. Sahil takes a look at that last one. But, a lot of information will be gained by both of these teams from the game earlier today, so they'll be trying to remember what they've learned across the street and hope for a different outcome in Pembroke's regard.
Ball goes through a big swing and it beats everyone. Goes past the keeper and it's going to be 4 byes. Oh, we got. Well, yeah, he actually didn't signal by, so he must have got a little bit on it. That was a very, very fine shot in the end by Sahil there. Almost turned himself inside out. But it all looks great in the scorebook, so 4 more to the total. And Sahil's off the strike. Off strike. They're both batsmen now on 4. Oh, it's a nice pitched up one, and it's just played out to the square leg fielder for no run. Plenty of time to build a partnership between these two, which I think would be very important for their success. you know you're going to be facing the best bowling in the first sort of 5 to 8 overs. So just see it off and rely on your judgment. Oh, he's pitching it nicely. And this time it gets past, he plays it out to the square and it gets past the fielder. It may get to the boundary. It might just pull up short. It's a very deep boundary out there. Anyway, they're happy to just stay on 2. They didn't want to risk a third there, quite rightly.
I don't know. I think a third was on offer, but I think maybe Sahil wanted to keep the strike.
Well, there's no point doing anything remotely risky at this stage of the innings, but you could be right. It could be that he wanted to just... But I think it's more like a good judgment call. Anyway, he's on strike again. That's too
roped
short.
by Sahil down the leg side. That's big. It's in the air, and the umpire raises both hands to signal touchdown or 6. Good start for Sahil. He got a short ball that he could turn on, and turn on it he did. And so that's the first 6 of the day. First boundary off a bat. Well, no, I guess that 4 behind Sahil did come off his bat, but I mean the one that really came off the bat, he really roped it.
Oh, he was onto that so quickly. That's actually a very strong area for Sahil. He practices that shot a lot in the nets. That swivel sort of hook shot, pull shot. And this time he got maximum reward. That was a beautiful shot. Just a bit too short in the bowling. Anyway, that's the end of the over. So already Pembroke are now 19 for the loss of no wicket. It's a good start from Pembroke's point of view.
Yeah, quickly into double digits and quickly on a good pace in terms of the run rate. As the next delivery comes in, Subra reaches and just kind of wraps that around the corner for 1 run. Brings Sahil back on strike. Now, he's going to be eyeing up this short leg side boundary here over to Cyril's way. So you imagine that Sahil might be wanting to do a bit of gardening this afternoon by loping a few balls into the neighbors. Boundary rider goes deep, takes a half-a meter step behind the boundary rope as he awaits what comes next. Bowler steams in, Sahil waits. That one's driven to the offside.
It's a beautiful shot.
Just for 1 run. Rotate the strike here, Subra back up and running. So, yeah, good start for Pembroke. 2 guys looking solid. 2 strong batters with proven results over the past few seasons. They're off to a really good start.
Yeah, it's a lovely shot there. Just played out to the covers, got past the ring, but there was protection in the deep. Oh, enticing him to... Oh, it's caught a wide.
Yeah, Subra takes a flyer on a wide. Didn't make contact, so actually nothing lost and an extra ball gained. So there's been a few deliveries out there that Subra saw a lot of in the first over, and he's just trying to kind of eye it up to figure out what he wants to do. Subra, not necessarily a loose hitter. You know, I think he's going to be the more cautious member of this partnership. Next delivery is also a wide.
Mr. Sandwell was having a very difficult time finding his line and length and getting that rhythm going. He conceded 3 wides in his first over. Now he's already conceded 2 wides in this second over. We're quite worrying for his captain, unless he is the captain. So he really needs to sort of pull this back. You can't really afford to give too many extras. And it's going to be a no ball.
That's a full toss. That's pulled around the corner by Subra. Goes for the boundary and the no ball.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, Subra's eyes lit up. And, he didn't overhit it. He didn't try to smack it. He actually was quite smart, waited on it, pulled it around the corner, that very, very, very short boundary right behind him, and gets his runs.
Yeah, rolled the wrist nicely, kept it down, so there was limited opportunity for it to get caught. I think it went straight to ground virtually, but good signs for Pembroke, but worrying signs for Railway. Oh, again, another wide-ish delivery. He got away with that one. But if I was the Railway captain, I'd be a little bit concerned about the lack of rhythm the bowler's facing. Maybe it happens sometimes, everything just goes a little bit wrong. But we're already 28 runs conceded by Railway, and we're only into, halfway through the third over. Oh, it's another wide.
Full toss. Subra takes a swing, doesn't make contact. That's called a wide and an extra run for good measure. So already,
And a square leg umpire called it no ball as well. So take your pick of which one they're going to pick on that.
Pembroke sitting on 30 with one delivery to come in the third over. So far, so good. Sahil taps his bat, stares down the bowler, and waits. That delivery is driven to the offside. Easy run. Strike rotated, and then they'll flip back again after this over is now completed. No, actually, we get one more delivery because of that no ball wide, however it was called.
Yeah, so good over for Pembroke. Worrying, and the umpires are having a little bit of a chat in the middle. Just clarifying 1 or 2 points of interest, I'm sure. Whether maybe that's called a no ball or it's going to be called a wide, one of those previous deliveries. But there's one more to come. There was a lovely shot there by Suba just to rotate the strike. That's a better ball and well played. A dot ball at the end, a much needed dot ball by Railway. And at the end of the over, oh no, there's not. It's still going. Sorry, I miscounted. One more legal delivery in this over to go.
Yeah, that may have been the conversation among the umpires. There's been a significant amount of extras so far, particularly in overs 1 and 3. Want to make sure we get the right number of deliveries as the bowler steams in. Foolish, that's driven away by Subra for 1 run.
Protection in the deep there, so boundary wider stops it. And that's a very good over there for Pembroke. The score moves on to 31, or 32 I should say, for the loss of no wicket. So it's a great partnership that's built in here. This is just what the Pembroke captain would want from his players.
And you like to see this, our umpires from the LC USA having a good chat, making sure they're on the same page. We love to see our friends in blue down here at Pembroke. You're always welcome. It's always a better game when the umpires of the LC USA are on the case. As we enter the 4th over, we see the return of Sanwal.
No, he just bowled that over.
No, it's Oswal, I believe.
Anwal.
Yeah. And so we'll see if he can help pick up his partner a little bit here, because he was much tidier in the 2nd over.
Well, the Railway captain will be desperate for a wicket now that they've got onto such a strong start. They really need to sort of start getting some dot balls here and creating a bit of pressure. Because at the moment, there's no pressure on Pembroke.
Oh,
that's almost not run out opportunity. There was miscommunication there.
Sahil was very excited to take the single, but Super sent him back.
Yeah, I think that was a good call by Seabury. I think he's very clear. He never wanted anything to do with that. So, just a little bit of a hiccup. No damage done, though, in the end. And that's the dot ball. Oh, that's a good ball there by the bowler. Well defended out there to the covers. Just need to be patient and wait for the loose ball. When you're going at 10 and over or in excess of 10 and over, there's no need to panic. You don't want to do anything silly and throw your wicket away.
Well, that time pressure that's unique to T20 wouldn't feel as significant for these batters now because they know they're already off to a good start.
Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful
shot.
shot.
Steps forward, clips that off his feet, and drives that around for 1 run. Oh, and they're running for the 2nd. Very surprising, but the throw comes in to the keeper, and Suber had already made the call to want to come back. So if that ball had gone to the bowler's end, maybe it would have been a little bit closer, but Suber knew what he was doing, and he is a fast runner.
That was a good piece of running there. Absolutely put the fielder under pressure. A lovely clip off the legs, just around the corner. Picked up 2 runs. That's a beautiful shot. So there's runs here on offer. Oh, full toss. And it's worked away on the leg side again. There is protection in the deep. They'll probably just get the single, which they do, but it was a better shot than that. But they're making that boundary rider work hard for his pay.
Yeah, there was another run there, I think. You can't always run on the throw, but that's a very deep boundary. And as far as he was, it was fairly safe. But it's very much easier to determine that from here than it is from there.
Yeah, I guess that's in that stage, though, of why take any risk, Bowls in again and through to the keeper this time.
Super. Sorry.
Sahil.
Sahil raises his bat above his arms like an axe just to make sure it comes nowhere near the wood on that regard.
Yeah, the last thing he wants to do is get a little bit of glove on the ball.
Yeah, we saw one of those last weekend.
Mm.
Kind of a freak chop back onto the stumps from an opening batter who was just trying to let it go.
Yeah, that's right. It was an awful dismissal from his point of view. Oh, winds up there, goes for the big hit. Will it beat the... Oh, it does beat the fielder who tried to use his feet to stop the ball. Maybe should have dived, but anyway, he tried to use his feet as you see this replay. It was a lovely down on his knee, big hoik out to the leg side. Very controlled sort of sweep. And here he goes, and oh no, it just went all very wrong for the fielder. And 4 runs to the total.
Yeah, and credit to the fielder, he got himself there. I think maybe he just... made the wrong choice about which limb to use to stop the ball.
Yeah. And sometimes, hey, it happens. But it's a shame when you get that close to the ball that that sort of thing happens. You really want to be able to get your hands down to those sorts of things, especially if you're being made the boundary rider. But anyway, Pembroke will be delighted. So this brings on a change of bowling. First change already after, 5 overs?
No, after 4.
4 overs, sorry. The light's not very good there. So this is the 5th over, and it's forced to change.
Meanwhile, Craig has said hello from Phoenix and questioned the use of touchdown.
Nice to hear from you, Craig. I hope you're enjoying the run fest that's happening out there in Phoenix against the Pembroke first and the Phoenix first. And that's that lovely shot that Subaru is playing so well. He's just a very, very late cut.
Late cut, a graceful cut, you might even describe.
It's beautiful.
Just tickles that around the corner. 2 of the safest, runs you could take anywhere in any format. And, after reaching for a few balls that were out there against the first bowler, against his third bowler, it's finally come off. We await the next delivery. Super waits. He pulls it. That's through the infield, but it'll look like it'll just go for 1.
Yeah, it's protection on the ring there. He just towed that one. He didn't actually get onto it like he'd like to. Probably went through the shot just a fraction too. He just mistimed it basically. Got the toe, but picks up a single. So to rotate in the strike nicely. Oh, now that's a big hit.
That smacked right towards us. That's over the fielder's head. That's going to run for an easy 4. 3 or 4 bounces, but that doesn't fully describe the power that was on that one. Fielder made a stretch for it here at long off, but no, that's long on. Yeah. And but couldn't quite get there. And now the runs continue to flow, and the boundaries are coming a little bit faster. That'll make Sahil happy as he looks to capitalize on this railway bowling.
Bowler comes into, what can you do? Oh, it's short again. Oh, now he's tried to replicate that shot, but just went through it way before, didn't even keep his eye on the ball at all. So he just needs to calm down. He was very lucky to get away with that last shot, actually. A few feet either way, or the fielder had been dropped back 3 or 4 feet, he probably would have caught that. So it was probably the riskiest shot he's done so far. Just keep his head.
So we're waiting for the live scoring to update on our end. That one's cut away by Sahil. 1 run, and just the 1, as Super says, cool your jets, pal.
Yeah.
We'll get them next time.
It's one of those things when you've been hitting the ball big and getting boundaries, it's sometimes best just to get off strike, have a breather, calm down, reset. Because all of a sudden you can start throwing the bat at any old wild ball and it just undoes you. Oh, that's a lovely wristy shot. Just play it out square, just for the 1 run. So Super's playing a great support role here. He's happy to get Sahil on strike. Just keep it rotating the strike all around, and before you know it, Pembroke are 48 as it catches up. 48.
Spectators mightn't be happy. Nothing else happened, so we get this replay.
Oh, it could have been so close, but you've got to be bold. You've got to go for those runs. There's. Right. And it's good to see Craig and Amanda making a speedy return back from Phoenix in the background there.
So 5 over in, and already the captain of Railway is wondering what happened to the team I just faced across the street. Pembroke are nearly halfway to the total in the first game. Just 5 overs in, 1/4 of the way in. So here on the warmer side of Park Avenue, Pembroke's bats are blooming as Suber digs in.
Oh, it's a remarkable change in form, isn't it? It's a funny game, cricket. One day you're on top, the next minute you're not.
Suber waits the first delivery.
Oh, he's loving that
Waves
shot.
at that one down the leg side, but it's kind of through him and called wide.
Yeah.
So we have this new bowler's name, or is this the...
And this is a change of bowling, sorry, as well. Oh, no, maybe...
No, is this the original second bowler?
This might be... Yeah.
Yeah.
So live scoring's a bit slow. Oh, good ball there, just defended well. Fielded by the bowler. No run. That's what Railway need. They need a lot more dot balls. They need to be able to pull this run rate back and build some pressure. It's just a bit too comfortable for Pembroke at the moment. And even though this is a very, very nice ground, you still don't want to be chasing 200 or something.
Suber takes a few steps forward and whips that one around the corner. That's just going to be one single for his efforts. Suber and Sahil are looking very comfortable, looking very settled up there. As the game steams on and Railway's trying to figure out what they can do.
They've got a deep third man here that I'd actually like to see him come up and try and save one for that shot. So, you know, he's playing that tickle around the leg down to third man very comfortably at the moment and picking up an easy single. I'd like to bring that person back if I was Railway, just to sort of cut off a single, create a bit of pressure, maybe, you know, force a run out. But anything to just make the batsman think twice. At the moment, they're just cruising along.
Suber waits. Oh, there's an appeal.
There was a noise there, but I think
the umpire is unmoved. I heard a noise.
Yeah, there was noise, but it wasn't wood. Yeah, it sounded like it maybe hit the ground or something, but...
Now, I've sat here and I've heard many noises. I've heard noises that sound more woodish, and I've heard noises that sound more dirtish. And that one sounded more woodish to me.
Well, I think the bat hit the ground. That's all. But anyway...
Cheers. Well, either way, Super's ready again for the next
survived,
delivery.
yep. And... down leg. It's not given wide. I think Suber was hoping that might be the case. But anyway, it's a good ball there from the bowler. Here we go. His name is M. Knief. It's actually not been a bad over for him, just conceding 3 runs so far. One of them is a wide. So we're relying on this guy to build a bit of pressure. Or it's a bit of a full delivery.
Slower ball, full. And that's just put away by Suber for a quick single.
That's a lovely shot. Just waited for that one. Just eased it through the covers and just took the single. So, 50 up for Pembroke. So
Meanwhile, for James, we also got a clarifying comment. The teams weren't being looked for a bookie. It was an ex-Railway player.
Oh, really? Okay.
So after 6 overs, 52 without loss for Pembroke. Power play has ended.
This would be just a start that the Pembroke captain would have loved.
Yeah, I'd say at any level of the T20 game, you'd be happy with that score.
You would take
any level, domestic, international, you'd be happy with this. So Captain Clark is sitting in the sun at the moment.
Just over 8.5 and over. Oh, it's a full toss again. Just eased out to the covers, but there's a fielder there, no run. Just got to calm himself down a bit. He's a bit frustrated with himself that didn't get through, but there's no problem.
Yeah, but this is what happens, though, is that as those numbers tick up and you only have a finite number of overs here, that frustration comes in, And that's when some of those mistakes start to happen. So a bit of conversation here among the Railway fielders,
And,
discussion about how to set their field.
No, I think it might be something to do with the fielding was illegal or something like that, or say anyway they've given it as a no ball. So the over starts again. Is Mr. Sharma. Oh, well defended there. That was a good ball. Just keep that one out. There'll be plenty of loose ones, you'd hope. It's well defended there by Subra.
Yeah, Subra's been very tight today. He hasn't unleashed the beast, so to speak, in the same way that Sahil has. Not as many free swings of the bat, but certainly frustrating this bowling attack of Railway. As the next delivery comes in, he drives that one off to the leg side. Lovely little flamingo-like pose from Subra as he works through that shot, collected by the man in the deep, and that'll bring back Sahil, who's been starved of a little bit of strike in the last few overs. So we'll see what he's excited to do.
But it brings Subra up to 20 off 27. He'll be keen to. Oh, that's another wild ball there.
So another wideish delivery that's swung at by a Pembroke batter here. If they can make contact with some of these deliveries, but I guess they're happy to have the extra.
Well, in a lot of ways, you don't want to. You just want to let the wides go through because that's an extra ball for you. You get an extra run. It's a win-win for the batting side all round. That's an edge. But he swung hard.
Swung hard. It was edged straight through Casper the Friendly Ghost at first slip, so there's no one there to stop it. It's only just the man in the deep, but only just one run for. It could have been worse.
Yeah, absolutely. So at least they got the rotation of the strike happening there, but it was a tight sort of shot. But he did the right thing, went for it. There's no one there to catch it, so it is quite a low-risk shot when you think, that's a lovely played shot. And they're happy just to pick up the singles here where they're on offer.
But again, it's another example of these batters feeling comfortable. That's the second delivery where we've seen Subra start moving down the wicket early and just be ready to meet this delivery head on and turn a length delivery into something fuller.
One thing I'd like to say, and I'll say we noticed this a lot last year, and it's happening again today, I actually think the Railway fielders are too deep. They're offering singles everywhere here. There's no one there to cut off the one on both sides. They're maybe in the covers, there's a guy there for cut the one, but on the leg side, it's very deep. There's a guy at square leg, very deep square, right on the ring, and everyone else is virtually on the boundary. So there's a single there every time.
And we just had yet another offside wide here. I don't have it in front of me, but I would say of the 12 wides, or 10 or so, at least 80% of them have been down that side. That one's driven to the offside. Fielder stops it right in front of the square leg umpire for no run.
Yeah, there has been a high percentage and a high count of extras here. This is something that should be worrying the Railway captain. That's a better ball. I guess it's almost like a leading edge, but it just pops up and goes almost straight down to the bowler, but no run, no risk. That was actually probably one of the better balls I've seen so far. And at the end of the 7th over, it's 58 for the loss of none.
The rate has slowed a bit, but not in a way that feels meaningful, right? It's slowed from 10 and over to 8.5 and over.
Yeah.
And, we don't want to be accused of looking at the rate too early, but this is T20. That really matters. So just in terms of what the takeaway from Railway is just looking at that number accumulate and the way the numbers accumulated with both a combination of extras as well as two batters that are looking increasingly comfortable, you really can put yourself in the head of the Railway captain and think, well, I got to make a change. What can I do to change my luck as this next over starts? That one's fuller, just tapped away to the offside in the covers by Subra. So Pembroke are handling their best balls at the moment, taking advantage of those worst balls by getting those wides. And they've had their share of big shots, but they're not doing anything silly.
Oh, absolutely. They're in the driving seat here, and it's up to Railway to come up with something that's going to... look at that. That was just a lovely little... Open up the wrists, the face of the bat, and now, because of the fielding of Railway using his feet and not controlling the ball, it's basically allowed them to have a second run. So that's a bit sloppy there in the field. and there was very limited risk there by the Pembroke batsmen. So good cricket all round, really, for Pembroke's point of view. It's a bit sloppy there from Railway. I'd be a bit disappointed if I was the captain.
And I think what's interesting is Pembroke are being able to maintain a competitive rate while batting in a way that's safe as houses. You know, they're not taking big risks. Again, that would stroke to the offside by Subra. So, you know, the way the runs are coming, you know, short balls are being put away, balls are being safely tucked away, you know, by Subra, but not a lot of changes in the field yet. So hopefully we'll start to see Railway make some changes, tighten up, and see if they can stop Pembroke from just cruising along without taking a lot of risk.
Well, that's what they've got to do, because at the moment it's just so pedestrian by Pembroke. They're just finding this so easy. In fact, Pembroke are getting to the stage, you can just see some of the body language of the batsmen here, that they're getting a little bit frustrated that they're not turning those ones into twos and twos into fours, because they're feeling that comfortable. So I don't know whether they need to experiment with different bowlers, or I think bring those fielders in a bit tighter. You've got to create some sort of pressure, otherwise it's just going to slip away. The bowler comes in again, driven down to, and the bowler goes down and stops the ball. That's just driven to him, no run. So the bowling from this bowler is not too bad, but it doesn't seem to be too venomous. They can still, you know, there's still 3 from this over so far. It's been a good over for Railway, to be fair. But if these two can be there after 10 overs and have wickets in the shed, they'll feel more comfortable that they can start to sort of unleash a bit.
And that's a good start from Railway. So that's 3 runs off that over. That's the
over.
best over, you know, by far. If we were looking at a Manhattan chart of the score so far, you know, we're talking about that's like a Lower East Side 6th-floor walk-up as opposed to an Empire State Building. So that's a good start for Railway as they start to, you know, can rebuild and try to strangle these batters a little bit. Here we go. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So you can see, you know, early on you were, we were definitely in Midtown during the power play, but now Railway's able to move out to some lower buildings in the Manhattan chart.
Well, yeah, they've done well to pull that back a bit. So after 8 overs, it's 61 for the loss of no wicket. But it's still a good position to be in. So Pembroke would be looking hopefully to cross that 100-run mark by the time they get.
I think you have to give a little credit as Sewer just tries to tuck that around the corner, but there's a fielder in that position. I think we have to give credit to the bowling change that was done by the Railway captain. That has slowed this down. You know, we were asking, how's this going to happen? And the bowling change has worked, not in a way that was too dramatic. That one's cut away by Subra. Oh, it beats the fielder. That's going to run. It's going to keep going. That looks like we're waiting on the call. Oh, no, they have to keep running. It does slow down. So it ends up being 2, but gosh, that's deep out there.
Yeah, it is. That's a very deep boundary. What I like, I was going to say, I like the way that Railway have they've brought up the third man, deep backward point, I should say, and they've brought him up into the ring, so he's there to stop the one, which he did on the first ball of this over. They need to do more of that. And they're going a bit aerial now, but they're finding space, and it's low risk, and they're being able to pick up 2 now. So this is good batting there. They're not trying to overhit it, and they're picking up 2s where they can. And this will... Already they've scored 4 from the over, which is back on track from a Pembroke point of view. But they are getting a bit aerial, so... Oh, he was very lucky there. He went for the shot, completely missed it. I think did that bounce off the keeper?
Yeah, it bounced off the keeper's pad, I think.
Yeah. So, a bit wild there by Subra, but anyway, got away with it. Good ball.
That one's a full toss. That's pulled down the leg side by Subra. Deep fielder collects it, so it's only 1. You'd really want Subra to really smack that one a little bit harder.
He's just not finding the middle of the bat you know, it's just a little bit off, so he's not getting the timing right.
And it's the heel at the other end is wanting, I want some of those full tosses. He cuts away.
That's a beautiful shot.
Lovely cut shot, but a deep fielder's there. And then the runs are tickling up here, but just in 1s and 2s. You know, we haven't seen a big shot from Pembroke in a while, and maybe from the Railway perspective, that's what they need to do to kind of slow down this attack as we are.
67 for the loss of none after 9. So they picked up 6 in that over. So it's going back in the right
Yeah,
direction
the
from a Penbrook
rate
point
is
of
starting to feel more 8-ish rather than 10-ish, which is how you'd want it to be. Yeah, 7.44.
I'd still like Railway to bring in one extra fielder a bit closer, because I think saving 1 or 2 runs and an over, you feel a bit more comfortable. It's only 5 or 6 versus 9 or 10, that sort of thing. So
Last over here before drinks. Let's see if anybody does anything here. That's driven by Sahil into the offside.
there's protection down there in the deep, sort of deep deep point, I suppose it is. Deep backward point almost on the boundary. So he picks up the 1, but he's seen it very well. He just needs to be careful not to chase a ball that isn't there to be hit. But this is good bowling by Railway. They've actually restricted the boundaries. That's a nice shot. That's a nice ball, actually. Forced just a defensive shot. Plays it out to
Bit more chatter from the Railway fielders, so they're starting to feel how things are tipping a little bit more towards them, little by slowly, as they crawl out of the hole they put themselves in the first few overs. Here comes the 3rd delivery of this one.
Oh, that's
tapped away by Subra. All day, every day. The Chennai gentleman loves that shot. Now, he found the middle there. That was a nice sharp, but almost paddled back behind him.
Yeah, it's almost like the incredibly late cut that he just allows the ball to run off the face of the bat.
I wouldn't even call it a cut, because it's
No,
just a tap.
yeah,
it's a late love tap.
Yeah, it's a classy shot. Anyway, that's probably the riskiest shot there. He played it off to the covers. On the mid wicket, and the fielder did get a hand to it, but wasn't able to hold it. It's feeling a bit sore, a bit tender on the fingers there. Hit with a bit of pace, but sort of half a chance. It's probably the closest thing they've had to a chance so far in this innings.
Two deliveries left in this over. Big swing from Sahil there. Put it in the air, but hit it hard through the hands of the fielder. Let's see what he wants to do with this 5th delivery as the bowler steams in. Sahil waits. Short ball swung. That's over the head of the offside fielder. That's going to go for 4. That hits hard into the soft green plastic covers. So Sahil brings out the big swing, waits for the right ball, got the short ball, and puts it away. So that's what you want to be seeing from that ball, and Sahil delivers. Well done.
Oh, that was a beautiful shot. Just stood up enough bounce in the wicket there where he just lifted it over the head of the guy that just put down his last shot. But there was no risk there at all. Cleared him by quite a few metres and was into the boundary before you knew it.
Already
beautiful, graceful shot.
Already 8 runs off this over. This is the biggest over in a few. Let's see what Sahil is interested in from this last delivery as we await drinks after this delivery.
Oh, that bottom edge.
Bottom edge.
Oh, yes.
But that's through the fielder.
And it's going to go.
No, it's slowing down. It won't. The fielder gets there. Just 1 run.
Wow, that was very lucky to get away with that. Bottom edge, straight to deep 3rd man, I suppose. Sorry, slip. Almost like the deepest slip you've ever seen. He then soccer balled it off his foot.
Speaking of chances.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. As we'll see a replay of this Sahil's shot before the boundary that went through the fielder's hands, and then maybe we'll take a second look at his boundary after this.
Oh, that was the should have been held, I think. But anyway, you hit it pretty hard. So if you're going to swing hard.
Sahil digs in. There's a full toss. It's up in the air, but it's going to go between the fielders, and it does make the rope. The fielder gives the last full measure of devotion as he goes to the ground, but he's unable to stop it.
Yeah, we watch this replay here. Oh, wow. Yeah, big full toss. He didn't middle it, but it's still, he was hoping for a 6.
Yeah, but there's Sahil. He's finally, okay, now I'm getting a full toss. Let's see what I can do with it. Here comes the second delivery. That one's full. That's hit to the same place in a different way. That's a harder hit ball, and that's another boundary. You can almost look at a replay of the last ball to take a look at that one, but 8 runs already to start off this over. So this is an interesting thing. In this format, you see it when there's big hits early in the over, pressure on the bowler. Let's see the next one. Another full toss. That one's hit in the air, that one hits the fielder. Fielder stops it, knocks it down. Okay, so does a good job of preventing the boundary. It's just 1 run.
He's just not middling the ball as well as he'd like to. He's getting some good battle in it, but that one should have gone to distance. He was lucky that he didn't middle that because he would have been caught probably if he didn't quite get the lift and the elevation he wanted. But he's putting pressure on the bowler. Oh, that's a short ball.
Well, I think that was a ball that was turned. It was short, but turned into a length delivery by supercharging down. I bet you he wishes he would have waited because then he could have scooped that shorter ball.
Yeah, he just needs to wait for it, I think, now. And he's trying to get Sahil on strike. But it's a good battle between this bowler and Subra.
Yeah, this is a capital P partnership. These guys are working together. They know their roles at this point. Subra's going to rotate the strike, and Sahil's going to take the big swings when they come. After 11 overs, 85 for no loss. So if you're Captain Clark, you're sitting in the sun. I mean, not just wickets in the shed. You've got all your wickets in the shed. When do you start to, take the shackles off these guys? Not that they have them on now, but when do you say to Subra, okay, swing away? Now, I know some people might want to wait, but when you have this many, especially when you're batting first.
In some ways, there's 9 overs left. So the last thing you want to do is have too many new batsmen come in the last couple. If you can have one of these guys at the end taking all the or majority of the strike, and they're seeing the ball as big as a basketball, that's ideally what you want.
But when do they start to cash in their chips for how big they're seeing?
Well, I think in some ways I think it's a bit like don't have to do anything. Just see how the bowling's going. There's no point throwing your wicket away because a new bowler is just going to take more dot balls to get. I mean, a new batsman is going to take more dot balls to get settled and get in. Otherwise, he may get a couple of lucky strikes before he gets caught or gets bowled or whatever.
Niall, what was the score in the T20 that was played here 3 hours ago?
The score,
130.
130 odd.
We're well on our way there.
Yeah. So
another just turn that single down the leg side. You really see the roles of these two guys. They are absolutely on the same page and working together to keep Pembroke moving.
But to answer your earlier question, really, if I was Gordon, I wouldn't change a thing. I think they're rotating the strike, getting the singles where they can, and they're going to get they're going to get boundaries. So just wait for those balls because they're going to come. Because the frustration of Railway will be like, well, we're not getting them out, so we have to try something new, and you're going to get loose balls. So, if they pick up 6 and over from here on end, that's best 48. Oh, that's a lovely touch. Anyway, he sort of just the lightest of edges through to
this anti-Subra deep slip is was able to keep that with with his pinky and ring finger from running to the boundary. We await the next delivery. Steps forward, pulls that around. Just brings that down the leg side for a single.
Yeah, the protection in the deeps there, stopping that. But there's no point. Just have a look at this guy and rotate the strike. There will be a loose one. He will bowl it too short or too wide, and you'll have your opportunity then. But if I was Gordon, don't change anything. If if they can put on another 50, 60 or 70 runs, all of a sudden it's over 150, maybe even up to 180. By the time they get to the end, that's going to be a very defendable score.
Yeah, and I'm only asking the question because I'm not wanting them to stamp their authority on the total. I'm wanting them to take advantage of the opportunity they have to put up a total that puts a level of pressure on Railway when they bat that, helps put the game away. That's my only question. And how do you find that balance between going too hard and being too risky? And because of the limited number of overs that are available, I'm more inclined to want to put up the bigger total and put more pressure on the other team.
Having said that, though, if these two here are still here on the 15th over, then one of them will go absolutely crazy and we'll be able to start swinging the bat, and taking more risk then.
There's a big appeal there from Railway, but the umpire remains unmoved. This is the 4th over from this bowler with the brown hat, whose name is escaping me at the moment.
Guy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sahil
Short
takes
ball.
a step back on the short ball, pulls that. Diving fielder cuts it off. Well done by the deep railway fielder, just holding the 1 run.
Yeah, that's a good bit of fielding there. He's actually quite good in the deep, this guy. He's agile. He's willing to put his body on the line.
And that's where you need your best fielder at this point on that short Cyril's Way boundary as we await the next delivery. In the air.
Almost caught in ball. And the
Bowler gets
sneak
a
through
hand
for
on
a
it.
single. That's just salt in the wound.
I don't know. If I were that bowler, I'd be all right. Although you do have your deep slip here in front of us, who maybe could have helped you out. But when you see that thing coming back at you, you want to turn that 4 into a 1 as best you can.
Oh, he connects well, but just for the single. I think
Does some frustration start to slip into these batters' minds when you hit deep single after deep single after deep single, and you're looking for more value from your shots, or are you just content to keep it going?
it depends on your
Full
maturity,
toss, that
because
one slapped
so
away.
you're gonna get that shot will be frustrating, not the singles. It's like when you do get the loose ball and you don't put it away, that's when you get frustrated. But you'd have to think that they're seeing it pretty well. So, you almost caught it.
Yeah,
That's what he was there for.
nicked bottom edge, but it loops up high. But the slip fielder was a little bit too deep. That deep slip, who's trying to give himself time to stop that little, that trademark Subra around the corner shot, wasn't able to get himself in a position to make this catch as we see the replay.
And this is the danger man that was on strike, Sahil. Big wide shot there, gets the edge. He's a bit too deep. Just wasn't able to. Anyway, score after 13 is 94 for the loss of no wicket. And they're seeing the ball very well now, but Railway plugging the gaps. So we're in the 14th over now. I'd stay probably in the next 2 or 3 overs. One of these guys will really start throwing the bat.
Yeah, Pembroke are eyeing up the 100 mark, and both these batters are streaming along.
Yeah, I think the bowling's actually been a lot tighter, and they've been unlucky not to get the loose balls away. But
Adams driven for a quick single. Well, not even a quick single. I mean, he's like walking that single. But
yeah,
again, that'll just tell you how deep the fielders are here now, where there's many, many singles on offer all the way around.
well, this is the lesson for the Pembroke bowlers. Just bowl tight lines and create pressure. Don't give them... Oh, that's nice. Just turns that around.
Lovely tickle beats the fielder. Fielder running hard after it. But that'll be 2.
Good arm, but that's 2 comfortable runs. Just, works that around to deep backward point. Or deep backward square, actually, sorry. They just need to keep their heads be cool here. I mean, look, they're stampeding towards 100. That's going to be the first psychological barrier. Then there's plenty of time to get more runs. Oh, yay. That's a good Yorker. He was lucky to keep that one out, but dug it out with a big puff of dust as the bat hit the ball into the ground at his toes. Almost a bat breaker, that sort of ball, if it had been from a pace bowler. Encouraging signs for the bowler there. Yep, tries it again. Oh, it's going to be... Oh, he's going to fall safe.
That'll fall. I mean, when Pembroke have hit it in the air, there's just been nobody home. They've been very lucky in terms of some of these shots that could have been soft dismissals.
Yeah.
No one's able to get there, as Pembroke again sits 1 run away from 100 up, as Sahil awaits the next delivery.
Yeah, it was a pretty ugly shot, but he got away with it. He just doesn't seem to be getting his timing right today, Subra. Yeah, and this is the quick single. Throws the ball and they're going to get 1 overthrow here. It's a desperation throw there by the bowler.
So the double applause you're going to hear next is for 100 up for Pembroke and 50 runs for Sahil Machanda.
Yeah, it's a good half century there by Sahil. He's doing everything that his captain wants him to do. He's only taken 36 balls to get onto his 50.
He's done it with some big shots. He's done it with some smart singles. He's done it with some speedy running as well. as we watch the replay of Sahil's 50. No. What is this here? Oh, this is the
this
replay
Subra's-
of the catch, or sorry, of the chance. But it's, I mean, it wasn't put down. No one was able to get to it. It's just kind of bad luck.
Yeah, they're just kind of be a bit sluggish. Maybe after playing an earlier game, everyone's feeling a little bit stiff and a little bit lethargic.
I don't know about that. Subra and Sahil don't look very stiff and lethargic to me.
No, they look all right. Yeah. Oh, he's reaching for that one, trying to get some connection. Brings it down to cow corner just for the single. But anyway, he's getting Sahil on strike, and that's probably the best thing he can do. He's not really super. He's batting well, but he's not timing it very well. So
We're in the 14th over now, right? Like, when is it like turn on the jet engine here?
in
I guess
15th
it's now
there's a
as
big top
Super
edge.
goes
He's
aerial.
gonna get- and he's going to get caught.
And he's caught on the boundary.
Yep.
So that's the first wicket down for Pembroke. Railway will be delighted to finally have the breakthrough, but unfortunately came in the 14th over.
So, great partnership of 102 runs. That is just what the captain wanted. They probably...
Would you prefer if I shout bullseye every time someone...
and that would be a great relief. Here we go.
I know.
Enticing wide. Just didn't quite get the middle of the bat like he liked, but it was a great shot, but well taken on the boundary here. And he made sure he didn't step over the rope, and it was a great take, and his team would be delighted with him, and he'd be delighted with himself. That was a desperate needed for Railway.
I mean, listen, Sahil did his job, and I think if you're Captain Clark, as well as Sahil was hitting, I think you might be a little bit happier that he went out taking a big swing with few overs left, because now you still got Subra in, who's proven he can hold down his corner. And now you can just send in big hitter after big hitter after big hitter, safe in the knowledge that you've got plenty of wickets.
Anyway, speaking of big hitters, he went for that one. I think this is, they say, Stu McDonald, who's come out. And from the first ball, he's tried to hit that one into next week. And now, yeah, he saw that one. There's protection down there, so we'll just pick up the one that's sort of just behind square.
Yeah, I'm happy here. If I'm Pembroke, I'm happy with these two batters here. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've got a well-set guy who has proven he can, I don't know, whoever looks happy. I've got a well-set guy who can proven he can hold up his end, and a new batter in who wants to stamp his mark on this game. That one's
Just reaching for that
a
one.
little bit outside.
Yeah.
Super reaches for it. Half-hearted appeal, but I think everybody knew that there was nothing there. Now this is Mr. Gall's final over. I thought it was earlier. He's done pretty well.
He's done all right. He's hoping to finish strong here.
Short, smacked right back at him off the hands. He saved at least a run there. He's got some coverage behind him, but that's the second time he's had to play something off the fingers.
So after 15, it's 103 for the loss. Oh, sorry. Is that right? Yeah, 103 for the loss of one wicket. And
So here we go. Buckle up, folks. We're in the last 5 overs here. And if you've been watching any of the IPL season this season, you know this is when the big numbers come. And Stu McDonald gets his middle and off lined up. He's eyeing that deep cow corner back there, I imagine. This bowler, Dixit, is not the speediest one, so maybe McDonald is looking if he can catch a hold of one.
I think this bowler has been bowling at a very good length, though. It's very hard to get underneath it. Anyway, to bring in the guy from cow corner back into...
He's coming a little closer.
Yeah, he's kind of in a bit of a middle of nowhere sort of position. That's a lovely shot.
Yeah, that one's stroked to the offside, but there's deep coverage there for just another long single.
But again, have a look, which is what he's doing. Gets Subra back on strike, who's the set batsman.
Yeah, here's my question. Is it in an hour and a half, are we going to be talking about the runs that were left behind here? Subra puts bat on ball down the leg side. That's cut away. Deep fielder charges, but that's only one run to be gained.
Well, you could look at it that way, and maybe that is a fair comment, but you could also look at, there's nothing more frustrating from a captain's point of view when you've got batsmen out there swinging like barn doors in the wind and not making connection and getting dot balls. At least if you're getting singles,
That
you're
barn
building.
door makes contact, but it's another deep single.
Yep.
Coverage on the deep boundary there along Cyril's way. So 3 deliveries, 3 singles off it.
Yeah, so Stu would be quite keen to actually not take too long to have a look. He'd be keen to sort of take this guy on.
I think he's been keen for a while. It just hasn't quite worked out for him as he faces the next delivery. Waves at that one.
He'd be hoping that was going to be wide, but it's not called. It's quite a good ball. It's a good dot ball. That's just what Railway need. More of these. They've actually bowled quite well in the last couple of overs when you think about it.
Absolutely. Next time we take a look at the Manhattan, we'll be able to take a look at that very clearly. The rate has slowed down. Stu McDonald.
Nice
that super
shot.
steps forward, clips that one off his legs. No, and held up for 1. Now, if it had been Sahil out there with the rhythm that they built up, maybe that 2 could have been called. But
well, it's almost like he hit it too hard. If he had hit it softer, there would have been 2 runs there. But he hit it too hard straight to the fielder almost, so... But at least they're rotating the strike. It's better than dot balls. Ooh, he's going to call. Yes,
takes a
it's
look at
good.
one. There's the wide called.
He took it all. He had a good hard think about that.
McDonald took that delivery all the way. It was a slight delay on the part of our of the umpire to call it a wide, but a wide it was called. As here comes the 7th delivery. Big swing, but it goes around behind him.
He's bowled.
Oh no!
Yep. Played on.
There you go. I missed that detail. That seems important. A big cut for McDonald. And unfortunately, loses his wicket. So as he walks back, he goes out swinging, which is probably what he was asked to do. And let's see who Captain Clark sends in to take the next crack at this railway bowling.
Probably an inside edge or something onto it, was it? Or maybe an inside edge. I thought there was some contact noise. Anyway.
Yeah, it was confusing, because I heard maybe it was the noise of the wicket falling, and I thought it was clipped off the bat because then the ball ran on, but it was deflected off the wicket itself.
So good over there for Railway. It's only 5 from it, and they picked up a wicket. And who do we have coming out now? Jordan Kelly. He's a tall man with big levers. He'll be looking forward. Oh, did he? Okay, we got told he got a first ball duck in the first of this derby. He'll be looking forward to rectifying that and getting some runs in this innings and making a contribution.
Well, that wicket ended that over, the 16th. And now we enter the 17th with Subra on strike. And the new batter, Mr. Kelly, off. Bowler steams in and delivers. That one dribbles down the leg side, and it's called a wide.
Yeah, there's a lot of extras here, but I think Railway would actually be a lot happier than what they were in the first power play, because
I think they deserve a lot of credit because they have pulled this back and brought this game under control.
Well, compared to where it could have been.
Absolutely.
And I think if they can keep this around about 130 runs, they'd consider that a win. Another ball struck out on the leg side there, but there's lots of protection out there. There's 2 men in the deep, and it's only 1 run.
And if you're the Railway captain, maybe you're looking, 125, 130, 135, 140, and you're okay because you know what your batters can do. Now it's half an edge, but it's put down by the fielder behind. So Kelly is safe for the time being. I mean, it was a good effort. He got hands to it, but
that was a wild shot if I've ever seen it. But at least he's not on the duck. He's got rid of that demon, so he'll be feeling a lot more comfortable now. But
this is the time to take your cut.
I felt that, was there 2 runs there? Possibly not, but you need to start taking some risky sort of runs, I think, as well. Force some 1s in the 2s if you can, and make put the pressure back on the fielders.
So this is the first we've seen of this bowler. He's quick.
Yeah.
It's going to take after the last few overs in the middle. The last few bowlers in the middle overs. I think it's going to take a couple deliveries for these Pembroke batters to kind of catch up to where the pace is now. slower ball.
Picked though.
Super waits for it and just strokes it down the ground.
Just gets the one. So lucky to get away with that. I think Subra would be quite you can tell by his body language, he's a bit disappointed that he didn't put that one away for a 4. But hey, one run's one run.
That was a changeup that looked like a changeup all the way.
Yeah, there's nothing subtle about that. Oh, they're desperately trying to get anything in a half. Hit the pad, but it wasn't anywhere near an LBW. He is bowling well, though. I must admit, he's putting some pressure on. He's not easy to get away. And Subra just can't seem to find a sweet spot on his bat. You're looking forward to put this away.
Quick single taken.
Yeah,
and
running well.
So.
Is that another over down? 114, I think, or 100.
Okay, so 114 after 17 overs. Did you think we would be here after the 5th over?
No, I thought we'd be close enough to 130, 140.
130, 140. So that delta between where we are and where we thought we would be, that's what I want to be talking about in an hour and 15 minutes when we're looking at, Railway's approach to the chase. That sometimes, runs safely, safely not scored. I don't know. That's my question about this.
Well, you
don't get extra credit for the timeouts at the end of a basketball game. You don't get any extra credit for the wickets you leave behind.
No.
There's a big swing from Subra, but a miss and not called a wide.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed to get one through, but that's a bit of a victory for the bowler.
So 3 overs to go. Pembroke on 114. Clearly, they've been given the green light to throw some nitroglycerin on their swings. But let's see what they can get from it.
Bowler comes in. Tries to delicately touch that, and he's getting very frustrated. He tried to sort of work that one down, sort of backward point, and didn't make contact. So that's 2 dot balls in a row.
Yeah, you don't have to be a psychology expert to read that body language. He wants to be getting more value from his shots right now, and he's just not able to get it.
Well, maybe this is where Super needs to take that risk and just start swinging a little bit more widely. There you go. There's deep
Bigger shot.
Deep, but let's pick up 2. They should have been looking for 2 there.
I think there was an extra run there as well.
Well, put some pressure on the fielder. Run your first one hard.
Listen, that's the deepest cow corner around.
I know. There should have been
like
2.
20,000 leagues under the sea cow corner in terms of depth. That's dug out by Kelly on the offside, pulled up by the fielder. Quick throw in, dribbles past the keeper, but just the 1 run from it.
Yeah, I think there's been 2 or 3 singles that could have been doubles that they've left out there today. They're not running the first one as hard. Maybe they're just tired, I don't know, but they're not running the first one as hard as they probably should. Oh, that's a nice little scoop.
And that clears the infield. That's going to run away.
And that's going to be the first boundary in a long time, a much-needed one from Pembroke's point of view.
And that looks... Oh, no, is that the 50 for Subra, or is it just 49?
I think that's 49. Yeah, he's on 49. He deserves to get a half century here. He's been steady.
Yeah, I mean, he's been steady and he's been graceful. It makes sense that the boundary he'd score would be from a very pretty shot rather than a hard slog.
120 on the board now.
Subra digs in, looking to add more to the team's total.
Yes, and he's going to get it.
Yep. That's pulled around the corner. 2 is
called.
There
should be 2.
Two is called. 2 is being run.
Yeah, that'd be.
And that's cheer you're going to hear next is for Subra's 50.
Well done, young man.
No. Leg by's called.
Oh, leg by's called. Brutal.
Hold the confetti. There was a swing of the bat, but our friends from the LCUSA have a closer look, and leg by's are called.
But hey, it's the main thing from a Pembroke point of view is there's 2 more on the score. So at the end of that over, it's 122 for the loss of 2.
122 on the board, 2 overs left. Let's see what more Pembroke can add.
Well, you want to be up to 140. Yeah, 2 for 22. 1 for 2. Lots of twos there. 2, 2, 2. Anyway,
Jordan Kelly digs in, faces his opposition, and we await the delivery. Slower ball. Kelly puts bat to it, pulls it down the leg side. Fielder is there. Just one run.
yeah, just towed that really. Didn't really get enough on it at all. But it was, at least it gets Super on strike. Another run to the total. Be frustrated that he, obviously he saw that slower ball, but just couldn't quite get the connection. But he's only been out there for 5 minutes, so, it is difficult.
I'd love to see Subra put bat to ball in anger here.
Yeah, I think it's time, Don't die wondering. Get your half century at least anyway.
That full toss is put away down the offside.
That's a 50. That's his 50.
And that's very clearly off the bat. That'll be 50 runs is the cheer you hear.
Lift your bat, young man. Take the praise. A well-deserved knock. Good knock shift today. Well-deserved 50. Falling over my words here
So
a bit.
now that those milestones has been achieved, let's see what Kelly can continue to add to the score. That one's
flicked away
danced
nicely
back,
off his
flicked
legs.
away down the legs. Briefly thought about running two, but I think to bring in somebody new at this point, you'd be looking to get the value from the time and deliveries that Kelly has seen at this point.
Well, they're kind of in that zone now where the last thing Pembroke want is a wicket going down and a fresh batsman going out there. Rob Kelly's got the ability to hit it big. Oh, that grace. He's just got to, I think, just swing the bat wildly here.
I would love to see a more locked wrist swing, but he's the one who just earned the half century. What do I know?
Well,
But that's my question is it enough? Is it enough?
Well,
125 with 8 deliveries left.
It just shows you've got good bowling, how difficult it is to get the ball away. So that's a lesson, and that's a
slower ball.
Lost control of that completely.
Super watches it the whole way go
Yeah.
wide.
Yeah, and I'm glad that he didn't chase that with the bat because leave those ones, get the extra ball. It could make a lot of difference in the end.
3 singles from the over, 1 dot. We just had that wide, so 2 deliveries to come. Subra digs in. He digs that one out of the dirt. It was a great delivery. That's the kind of delivery you want to see in the death.
Yes.
And well done. A good comeback after that last wide. Subra will be, glad I faced that after I got my 50.
That's a great bit of bowling, actually. That was a lovely ball. Good way to come back, Can't do anything with those sorts of balls. Straight at the toes.
Yeah.
Sand shoe crushes.
This is a really good job by Railway here to pull this game back and pull it back under control.
Oh,
that's
edged it.
Edged and nicked past the diving keeper. But just again, big swing, 1 run.
He just looks a bit tired.
Well, wouldn't you be?
Oh, of course I would be. I mean, I'd be in ICU any minute now if it was me.
So here we go as we
Fine.
finish the 19th over. We enter the 20th. 6 deliveries left to go. Pembroke are 127 off 2 overs. And they'll be looking to see what they can put away.
$127 for 2. 1 over to go. I think this has actually been a good effort by Railway. I think this at the start looked like it was going to.
It's been a fantastic effort.
I thought it would be at least 150, stampeding towards 180 the way they were going.
And not just to restrict the total, but the way in which they had to do it, which was to mentally climb back.
Yes.
After being in a down position. That's real
It's strength of character.
stick-to-itiveness and strength of character.
Yeah.
So all credit to the way that Railway has brought this game back under control to a much more reasonable chase than we originally imagined it could be.
And making the worm dip, which is very important. Just shows it's been the brakes on. Basically only 13 runs in the last 3 overs.
Start of the 20th. First delivery in. Big swing from Subra.
Yeah, that's going to be
called a wide.
Bit of a bonus there for Pembroke. Not what the Railway captain wanted from his bowler. Maybe he was trying something just to keep it wide, make it reach.
If Subra were a boxer and I were his corner man, I'd be slapping him and saying, "Get angry." Again, another wide.
Yeah.
No need to take a punch at that one. 2 free runs and extra deliveries for Pembroke to face. So
Yeah, bad bowling. I mean, I know that you're trying to get the
Yeah, you're
batsman
looking
to
for that.
reach.
Or you're looking
you
for
know,
that wide delivery here at the death.
But, yeah, that's no control. Oh, lovely. Just waited for that and flicked it off his legs. They're just going to pick up the single, though.
I don't think he flicked it off his legs. I think that was on the offside, but still he flicked it to the leg side because he
Well,
likes the shot so
yeah.
much.
Well, either way, it's a lovely shot.
All right. Up steps Kelly, taps his bat once, digs in, taps it again, stares down the bowler, thinking about the rope.
There's still 5 legal deliveries in this over. And there you go.
Kelly puts bat to ball. That one's going, and it's gone.
Yeah, it's a
the only
lovely
question
shot.
is,
Yes,
it's cleared the rope. That's a 6 for Kelly. He's been waiting for that. We've been waiting for that.
Yes.
And I'm glad to see his patience finally being rewarded.
That's a glorious shot. Just what they need.
It's actually an extra.
And I think his captain was saying, can I have 4 more of those, please? That would be a beautiful thing.
Kelly
Right.
waits again. Full toss,
Oh,
gives a good smack, but just scoots it away to the offside. The fielder is there. That one spun off the toe of the bat with some very weird English, but it was able to be cleaned up on the boundary by the fielder.
That was, nowhere near where he wanted. He wanted to hit that around the cow corner or square at least or whatever, but it went to the offside.
Oh, called a no ball. Interesting.
Ah, very good. It should have been.
Short delivery, but just sent to the offside by Subra.
He was happy just to get Rob Kelly back on strike.
Yeah, and that's the right call at this point.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, Jordan Kelly.
Jordan Kelly. Who did I say? Oh, okay. Sorry, Rob.
So Pembroke are now at that
Sorry,
140 number that we were talking about before. Kelly is eyeing up. Can he inch it higher? Here comes the next delivery. Big swing. It's
straight up
high
in the air.
It's straight up. Fielder under it, but faced the wrong way. It falls. Oh, my goodness.
That could have been the biggest caught and bowled this year.
Oh, unfortunately, the fielder got turned around. He turned around and faced the other way as if he felt he needed to run back and just missed where the ball was coming down.
He had no idea, and he lost it in the sun
That
or
was a tough
somewhere.
one. Real tough. I mean, a million miles in the sky, I think, is the exact number. The next delivery comes in. There's a big hoink from Subra. No wide called.
Now, Jordan Kelly's disappointed there that he's not on strike for the last ball.
And the final delivery is going to be faced by Subra. Don't look back in anger, my son.
And
Give it everything.
You've got to run. Here we go. What can he do?
Big swing from Subra, swing and a miss. He runs anyway, and he's taken, which is grand. Pembroke's innings end on 140, which is probably somewhere between where we were worried they would fall short and where I wanted them to be more aggressive, which kind of makes sense for what we've seen. So good job by the Pembroke batters. A 50 for Sahil, a 50 for Subra, a big 6 there at the end for Jordan Kelly. But at the same time, we have to give a lot of credit to Railway, who in some very tough going in the early overs, pulled it back, brought it under control, and reined Pembroke in as they start to think about their chase.
Here's the touchdown.
Here's the touchdown, yep.
Can you say like and subscribe? I'm not a millennial, so I'm not allowed to say it.
And if you are enjoying the coverage or know people who may enjoy the coverage, please like and subscribe the broadcast and the channel. It really helps us out. And we'd love to be able to keep bringing you these live commentaries for as long as we possibly can. So, at the halfway mark here, as stated earlier, it's 140 for the loss of 3 wickets. We'll find out soon enough if that's competitive enough or not. We have a quick break for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll be back for the second part of this game, for the chase. And until then, we'll see you soon. Well, welcome back, everyone. The second innings chase is about to begin. So just to recap, Pembroke fours a defending 140. Time will tell whether that's enough or not, but it's better than the first score that they got in the earlier match, which was 109. So I think they'll be quietly confident that they could defend this. And I think Railway will be hoping that they can bat well, build a big partnership at the start, lay a good foundation, just as Pembroke did. Pembroke put on a partnership of 102 for the loss of their first wicket, which really set them up. Railway bowled well in the second half and had some very tight overs there, which pulled back a potentially huge score to a reasonably moderate score. It's lovely out here at the moment. A little bit more extra breeze, and it's a little bit chilly in the shade, but in the sun it is glorious. So if you're at a loss, want to come down, have a few drinks, watch some quality cricket, this is the place to be. We're just about to kick off now. Looks like Justin Doherty is going to open the bowling for the Pembroke side. One of the best bowlers on that side, if not the best. He has a very good economy rate. He's reliable. He bowls a really good line, picks the great channels. Not super quick, but you don't have to be when you're as good as him. He's got a good ability to move the ball. Makes it difficult for the batsman. The Railway batsman now, S. Rai and P. Arawa, will be hoping to get off to a very good start here, take advantage of the conditions, find those boundaries earlier on, and build a good total to run down to 140. Anyway, well, here we go, first ball, and it's a good ball straight up there from Justin. Just defended well by the batsman, no run. Lots of energy in the field here by Penbrook, and it's not so deep. I'll describe the field after this ball. And he's got a top edge straight in the air. Joy Deep's running there, and it's not going to quite get there. It was like a 9-iron shot or even an 8-iron shot, that one. He went through his shot too quick, got a top edge, was very lucky not to get caught. But they've shown his intent. He wants to get on with it. He wants to chase down these runs in a comfortable manner. Anyway, opportunity in the first over there by Pembroke. So we have obviously the keeper, then we have a sort of very deep backward point. Oh, it's a full toss. Just slipped out of there and it's played out to the deep where there is coverage. I'll just pick up the one. Just all getting a bit loose there, uncharacteristically so. So we have someone at point. We have someone in the covers. We have someone in deep, or sort of a deepish long off, I should say. And just played out there to point, no run. We have someone deep cover on the boundary. Then on the leg side we have mid-on, mid-wicket, sort of deep square, and just third man. And it's bashed out to the boundary. No one's going to stop that. Just split the field, kept it on the carpet, and it's the first boundary for the innings. Here we go. Just watch the replay. Yeah, it's a bit full and just in his slot. Big strike of the ball. They've obviously got their intention in this batsman, as I said before. He's out here to get runs and make an impact. Take the fight to Pembroke. No need to panic yet, but just got to get that line right. It's a bit short, and it's hooked away to virtually to the same spot as where the previous boundary was, so that's two in a row. It's not what the start that Pembroke would like. So after the first over, I think it's 10 for the loss of none. Good start there by Railway. They'd be very happy with that. Bowler sort of saying that the pace in the pitch is gone. It's a bit bit slow. So we just turn around and find out who is going to be the opener for the other end, the Kieran Volker end. And the ball's been given to Joydeep Roy. Just in the field as we speak.
Come on, fellas. Very quiet. Let's go.
Mr. Ariwa, I apologise if that's not correct, but he's here facing. He's on one, only faced one ball so far. Joydeep comes in to start his attack. Oh, it's a beautifully bowled ball. It's just played away on the leg side. The batsman wasn't interested in run. His partner sort of was. Sort of half-hearted attempt. Anyway, bit of excitement there. Super had to field it. And in the end, after all that, there was no run. Oh, pictured. Oh, caught and bowled. Beautiful Yorker. He tried to flick it away on the leg side, just got the leading edge straight back to the bowler, and it's a caught and bowl. Beautiful start to the over from a Pembroke point of view, disastrous from a Railway point of view, and very unlucky for the young man. It's probably the right shot to play, but he just went through it too quickly, turned the hands, and it edged straight back to the bowler. Quite comfortable there by Joydeep. Here we watch the replay. Yeah, just tied him up. Very unlucky for the batsman there. Horrible ball to get earlier on. Your second ball or your third ball, whatever it was. Anyway, after that, that's 1 wicket down, second over, just to start the Pembroke want. So it's got some ebbs and flows in this game yet. Railway be hoping to now build a partnership, get rid of the nerves, get some confidence, tick that scoreboard over, build the foundation so that they can make a concerted attack at the end if needed. And Pembroke will be hoping that their bowling attack can just cut through their defences and get them out as soon as possible. Good contest. Lots of time yet. Oh, he tries a similar ball and it's effectively played away on the leg side. But it was a good ball. They're coming back for the second. Oh, good running in the end. Made it quite comfortably. Just making slight adjustments to the field here. Just squaring up square leg. He was a bit behind square. Quite deep. Oh, he's given the half volley and he's punched that down basically to a mid-on sort of region. Went over mid-on's head and straight to the boundary. Picks up 4 runs. Yeah, a bit wide in the slot again. I think he'd love to have that ball every ball he faces. It was a lovely shot. Sounded good off the bat. Yeah, he's not going to hang around. He's looking to play his shots, which is great. I think it's really important to play your natural game. Don't get too overwhelmed by the situation. You're not going to get runs that way, so just keep. If it's there to be hit it. Pick up singles where you can. Boundaries, they'll come. And just keep chipping away at this total. You know, already in the second over in the 17. Okay, they've lost the wicket, but there's 17 runs on the board. Not the worst start. Joydeep comes in to bowl again. Can he finish strong? And that's a better ball. It's cramped up the batsman there. Ends in the dot. So, a good successful over there for Pembroke. Took a very important wicket. And the score is 17 for the loss of 1 after 2. Justin Doherty to continue. It's going to be a good contest between a good line bowler and an aggressive batsman. So you'd have to think there'd be lots of catching opportunities. They'll be targeting cow corner down here. There's a big gap. So making some adjustments now. Justin's asking Joydeep to go onto the circle. Sort of a very deep mid-on. Oh, that's a great start there. Really good line and length. Batsman just defends it away, as he should. Tries to entice him on the outside and just overdoes it. Results in a wide. Batsman really reaching for that and lucky not to touch it, actually. Well taken by Subra. Just a slight nervous start by all concerned, I think. And that's a better comeback. Yeah, just batsman just plays it onto the offside. Straight to the cover, no run. Have a good look. Oh, yes, bit full toss and punish straight back down the ground past the bowler. Splits the two fielders that were down here and results in a boundary. That was a terrible ball, really, unfortunately for Justin. Just sort of Yorker that didn't quite work out, and it was capitalised by Rahway. So they'd be delighted with that. I can see what he's trying to do here, Justin. He's trying to just get that line, get that ball to just drop and become a very difficult Yorker. Anyway, plays another shot down. Almost cuts. Ryan gets the ball. It was a late cut shot there, and they're looking for 2, but the fielder picks it up, Ryan, and keeps it to 1. So 6 from the over so far. Started off with a pretty tight over, but there's been a boundary. So let's see what Justin can do. And a little bit on the short side, but you'll only concede a single there. Good fielding down there by Jordan Kelly. Just behind square. It's good over so far by Rahway. These 2 batsmen playing quite smart cricket here. Oh, that's a big shot. Got underneath that. Straight down the sort of cow corner area. Probably about 15 feet short of the boundary, but it's a lovely 4. He's looking pretty good, looking pretty dangerous. Here we go. Another one in this slot. Yeah, that's beautiful. Just happy to have that. He's just happy to tweak that down here. There's no real protection down on the leg side in cow corner. And he picks up another 4. So there's 24 for the loss of 1 after 3. I think Rahway will be pretty, or 28 I should say. Scoreboard taking a little while to get onto that. That's pretty much on par to where Pembroke were. except that there's 1 wicket down, but they wouldn't be too upset about that. If these two can sit there for the next 4 or 5 overs and build a bit more of a partnership, get settled, start to see the ball really well, anything could happen here. Joy to continue. Got a slightly unusual run-up. Sort of gets a bit of a step to the left and step to the right before he keeps going on straight. He's been effective. He's picked up the wicket so far. He's adjusting the field. This batsman loves to hit it sort of straight. So they've got a very long on now. And he just defends that one away. It's a good ball, but well played. His defenders do mid off. No run. Not a good ball by Joy Deep. Just plays it off to mid-wicket there. No run. Just happy to defend it. Wait for that loose ball. Now can Joy create a bit of pressure here? Put a few more dots together. Field's pretty deep, but they're hitting the ball pretty hard, so you can understand that. And it's a short one. And you can see the single. Lucky only to get away with that, I think. That was not his greatest ball. Anyway, they rotate the strike, pick up single. It's been a good over so far by Joy Deep. Just wants to keep that line where he had it before. Just make them... put all the risk onto the batsman. Don't have to do anything too super special. Just keep those lines and lengths going really well. And another short one, but it bounces over the bat. Batsman did well to actually keep his hands away from that in the end. Super didn't take it cleanly, but there was no misfield or anything, just dot ball. So it's good over. Lots happening in it. Just keep it simple, Joy, and you may get your reward. Might frustrate the batsman. That's a better ball, and it's pitched up, and it's played straight back to the bowler. No run. So, so far, just the 1 run from the over. It's been a nice, tight line here. Just what Pembroke need. Claw some of these run rates down a bit. Get the batsman thinking. Get the batsman think maybe... bit of doubt in their mind that the run rate's going to creep up. Scoreboard pressure, all that. And it's a bit loose. Oh, and he's edged that. But there is protection down there. Justin's on the rope. Probably went through a first slip sort of position. Anyway, just concedes the 1 run. So it's a very good over from Pembroke's point of view, just the 2 from it. So they move on. Railway move on to 30 for the loss of 1 after 4. Still a good start.
Meanwhile, out in the Phoenix Park,
I
believe they've taken drinks at 94 for 6.
Wow, 94 for 6, chasing 320.
Dockrell is still there on 50, but
Well,
his partners...
They're dropping like flies by the looks of it, or the sounds of it. Oh, my goodness. I mean, if Dockrell definitely needs to be there at the end, then someone just needs to stay with him. Wow. Again, scoreboard pressure is amazing, isn't it? Even when you got high caliber players, 1 or 2 breakthroughs and all of a sudden the equation just slips out of your hands. Oh, here we go. So it's a change of bowler. Ryan there is the new bowler for Pembroke. First ball slap slapped down the field past the bowler, but there's protection down there. It only concedes 1 run. It's a good test for the young man. A bit of a stutter in his runner, but he's got long levers there. He's got some good pace and gets some good bounce. Just played square, cut square, and but there's protection out there in the boundary as well. So just 1 run, but it's good rotation here by the batsman. Take what's on offer. Stay in touch. They're still going at the best part of an 8.5 and over thereabouts. Oh, a bit short, a bit wide. Just trying to be too hard there, I think, from the young man. Needs to get encouragement by his fielders, I think, his teammates. Just slow it down, take a deep breath, get your line and length right. The rest will happen. He's got a very, very offside field here, so obviously the line he needs to bowl. And that's a better ball.
That's it.
He's getting such a tall young man here. He gets really, really good leverage, so the ball does tend to bounce a bit higher than other bowlers. He could be very effective once he gets his radar right. Just doesn't give you enough room to get underneath it, and if you cut it, you could get a top edge. He could be quite devastating if he finds his line and length. Anyway, oh, there you go. Went for the big hike. Big hoik, and trying to put him off his rhythm. And the batsman almost turned himself inside out. Lucky not to let it go on the stumps, but he's getting a fair bit of bounce here, so there's probably not too much chance of that. It's going to be difficult for him maybe to get an LBW, but we'll see. But well bowled. Oh, keeper thinks he heard a tickle there. No one else did. I didn't hear any sound, but anyway, it's good comeback. 2 dot balls in a row. Well, 3 actually. So this is good from the young man. I think this is his maybe debut weekend for this season. If I'm wrong. Oh, that's good bowling. Nice wide Yorker to finish the over there. Good 4 dots in a row. Well done. Anyway, so they move on to 33 for 1 after 5. The last 2 overs have been a good comeback from Pembroke's point of view. Just conceding 5 in 2 overs. Important for Railway here not to panic. It's always going to ebb and flow a bit. If they are patient, they'll be able to get their runs. They'll build this partnership. If they're there at 10 overs and they're seeing the ball very well, I think they've got a really good red-hot chance to actually chase down this total. So it's important, play your shots, but don't do anything. Don't throw the bat too wildly. I wouldn't think it's things that aren't there to be hit. But anyway, that's cricket. Looking for a bit of excitement as well. Sun's getting lower in the sky here. It's going to be a bit more difficult for fielders to see the ball. Oh, gets a little bit on that. Gets past the keeper. They're looking for 2. It's good calling and good aggressive running. Yeah. Just keep doing that if you're a Railway batsman. Doesn't have to be a boundary every time. Just rotate that strike, pick up the 1s and 2s, and that total, before you know it, will be in a very healthy position. Joydeep to continue. Oh, that's a lovely shot right in his slot there, and he just cracks it on the leg side there. I think it went for 6, didn't it? Beautiful shot, just worked off the legs. Big gap down there. Got onto it quickly, and it was, here we go, watch the replay of this. Oh. He's got some power, all right. That's a lovely shot. He's the man that Pembroke really need to get. Almost got caught in the first over. Just wasn't to be. Popped it up, but there was no one who could actually get there in time. And now he's capitalising. Oh, we tried to hit it again. Wasn't there to be hit that time. It was a bit too full. Couldn't help himself, though. I think his partner's going to have a bit of a chat to him just to sort of say, deep breath, take your time, mate. You want to hit the big one for this over. Just don't throw your wicket away. Encouraging signs from Pembroke, though. What's Joy going to do now? Oh, that's actually a good shot. But there's a fielder there. Just played it sort of late cut, but no run. And that's a better shot by the batsman. Just play the ball on its merits. Oh, it's a full toss. It's going to be put away again. Yeah, that's going to be another 6, surely. Yes, it is. And all of a sudden, there's 14 off the over so far. And we've still got 1 ball to go. Another look at this. Way too full. Full toss. Lost control of the ball, and the batsman wasn't going to miss out. Beautiful big shot. And it's a very deep boundary down there, so he really got onto that. Yeah, make him feel pretty good. And he's rushed on the 26 off 16. Yeah, another short one. And it's pushed down the cow corner, and it's going to be another boundary. So, that is a great over for Railway. I think 20 runs from it, or 18 runs from it, or something like that. Here we are. Where was it here? Anyway, that would make them feel great. That's just what they needed. Score moves on to 47. 47 for a loss of 1 after 6. Oh, no, sorry. Caught up again, 51. 51's up. I think there'll be a change of bowling now after that over. And Penbrook need to be very careful here. They haven't chasing this down at a vast rate of knots. Oh, that's a lovely shot, but there is someone there to pick up 1. And Mr. Khan is doing the absolute right thing here. The other batsman is in form and hitting big. Just get him on strike. Hold down the other end. He's also moved on to 19 off 17. So he's doing quite well for himself too. There's a big shot. And he's played it out, and is it going to reach the boundary? There's protection, but the protection's pretty wide. No, I think it's going to hit the boundary. Yeah, it's another 4 to the total. So they're forcing the field changes here. Finding the gaps quite easily now. This is going to build up a bit of pressure. Pembroke really need to make a breakthrough and ideally get the batsman on strike out. He's having a great day in the park. He's rushed to 34 off 18. Oh, that's a better ball. Nice aggressive line. Good bit of pace. Well done, young man. That's the way to bowl. And I'm just going to get that out. Losing my headphones here. Yeah. Maybe we should take that one. Hang on.
Shabash, shabash.
Encouraging signs here by Ryan. Oh, that's nice. making it very difficult for the batsman. But he plays it away on the offside. Nice shot just to pick up the one. Yeah, the headphones. Oh, that's a bit better there. So, folks, are just a few technical issues here in the comms box. Yeah. We'll work on that, yeah. Oh, that's a lovely ball. He was lucky to get that one away, actually. Beautiful Yorker, and it's a bit of a misfield, and they're going to pick up one. But the bowler should be encouraged by that. Very nice indeed. Good over there by Ryan. So, only conceding 6. 57 for 1 off 7. And I would expect there will be a bowling change now on the far end, in the Kieran Volker end. Sorry. Oh, no, it's all happening. So, it's going to be a change of bowling now. Looks like Eli Clark. Right arm over. Just measuring his run up now. Eli, who is cementing his place on this team. Good start. Not that fast yet, but he bowls really good lines. He can move the ball quite nicely both ways. Deceptive, actually, is what I would say. Just played away on the offside there, sort of wide mid on. Wide mid off, I should say, and picks up one single, but that's good. Now, this is going to be a test. He's got the aggressive batsman on strike at the moment. Just needs to keep bowling that line. Oh, very nice. It's played again away on the offside. Picked up in the covers, 1 run. I think these batsmen would be very delighted just to rotate the strike now. And be very important that Eli doesn't just try too hard, just loses his rhythm. Just got to stay there, keep chipping away, chipping away. Just wonder if maybe these fielders are a little bit deep, but they are hitting the ball quite hard. So, attempted Yorker there, and he's just flicked it off his legs past the fielder there, who does well in the deep there. That's Ryan. And, half run out opportunity there. It was a really good piece of fielding. They thought the second was on, but it wasn't, and that could have ended in disaster for Railway, but they got back in time. Oh, nice ball. It's played back to the bowler, no run. That's a good over. Well done, young man. That's just what his captain needs. Good, consistent bowling. He just conceded 5 runs in that over, I believe. So 62 for 1 off 8. And it's a good partnership so far. It's a 52-run partnership these are put on. Just got a few different technical things we're going to do in the comm box now. Moving a few things around to take advantage of some sunshine. Anyway, Ryan to continue, and he edges it and is caught behind. Well deserved from the young man. Went for the big hoik. Pretty ugly shot, but caught the edge of the bat and taken well by the keeper there, Subra. And that is something that Pembroke desperately needed. Real shame there from a Railway point of view. They were looking good. They put on over 50-run partnership there, which was very effective for them. Kept him right in touch. And unfortunately, they ran out of luck. And it was a really good piece of bowling there by Ryan there. Sorry, folks, we're just doing some changes to the comm box while we're speaking, so it might be a bit patchy. All good now, I think. So, the breakthrough comes through at last. So it's the second wicket down. Let me just make a note of this.
Jan, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Another one coming, lads.
New batsman now. It's bowled a bit short, but he got away with that. That was a bowled in a good pace. So this is Mr. Guy, Ghai. Just having a bit of a look. And Ryan's picked up 1 wicket, so it's 10 for 1 for him. Great piece of bowling so far. And yes, he's bowling really well at the moment. Great lines. Getting a bit of bounce there, making it difficult for the batsman to get out of the way. Just has to play it back to the bowler, so no run. So far it's been a wicket and I think 2 dot balls. So, good start. Here we go. Batsman gets something on that and just plays it sort of to a mid-on position, pick up 1 run. Mid-on's very deep here. Mid-on's on the boundary, really. So he'd be delighted to get off strike, avoid a duck, pick up a run. And that's a beautiful Yorker. Keeps it out though, and the field is pretty deep here, so bit of soccer skills there by the captain, and they pick up a run. Exciting stuff here in Pembroke. Bit of a breeze, a little bit of a, not much, but a little bit of a breeze now. Just picked up a little bit, just still reasonably warm in the sun. Oh, yes. Just tried a bit too hard there, I think, and just sprayed it wide.
That's great bowling, boy. That's great bowling.
Getting lots of encouragement by his teammates, which is what you want to see and what you want to hear as a bowler.
1 extra ball to get him, boy. 1 more extra ball.
He reached for that. Got the toe end of the bat on it and runs away for 4 down just past the keeper. Bit of a blemish on the over, but that over was very good. Picked up a very, very important wicket. So well done, young man. So after the end of the 9th over, it's 69 for 2. And we hear whispers from Phoenix that Dockrell has just gone out. LBW by Gavin Hoey, I believe, who is one of the country's best bowlers, batsmen. I recently saw him, was watching him in Nepal. Did very well there. When he did get the chance to bat, he bats very, very well and gets very fast runs. Oh, that's a nice ball there. Got a bit of lift by the bowler. Surprised the batsman there. I think he was intending to cut it, and all of a sudden it's around his chin. So, and Subra's up on the stumps now, so to avoid the batsman charging. That's a good ball. Oh, gets not taken clean in the field, but Justin saves it to 1, and it's mopped up there by Joydeep. So,
Nice one, Professor. That's nice.
just squirted out, sort of backward point there. Not a very convincing shot, but it's 1 run to the total. This is good bowling by Eli. Oh, that's a nice one. Picked it up. Oh, so close. But he gets away with it. Wasn't convincing at all. Just went for the big shot. Got the side of the bat. Hoiked it up in the air. Unfortunately, the fielders weren't deep enough. And it went over their heads. But just the one. It's good bowling. I think I'd be encouraged if I was Eli. There is a catch about to come. That's what you'd be thinking. However, from a railway point of view, it's another one on the total. Ball just hit straight out to mid-wicket. But there's the captain fielding, no run. So after the last wicket, the run rate has slowed quite a bit, which is what you expect. And again, there's the same shot out to backward point and a direct hit, but the batsmen are well and truly home. So there's just rotating the strike.
Take long enough to rebuild the stumps and replay.
Yeah. Yes. Good pick up there by Justin. And great throw. Really nice. Here we go, Eli again. Oh, he pitches it up. Oh! I thought about a run. Wasn't there. Rian was in very, very quickly. I think Pembroke have a bit more of a pep in their step at the moment after getting the wickets. As you'd expect, they can sniff that they're in with a real chance here. It's 73 for loss of 2 after 10. And pretty much neck and neck with Pembroke. Pembroke was 74, but without any wickets down at the same stage. So it's neck and neck, really. What are you doing?
I haven't done it yet. I have now.
Good recovery, lads. Good recovery.
I just like it the way you're using the shades, so you're getting your body warm.
I get my body warm and
Not getting blinded the whole.
yeah, just trying to sort of get the best of both worlds. Anyway, back to the cricket. Rian to continue. Oh, and there's a big, big cut shot there. Very, very nicely done. Runs it away to the boundary. That's a deep boundary, but he got.
That was a good ball.
Yeah, it was a very good, good ball, but a very good shot. Picks up the 4. So he's prepared to play his shots, which is what you want to see if you're a railway supporter. They're very much in this game. It could swing either way. It's a great contest between these two good sides. Bit short, but he got up on his back legs and punched it away to the offside. There is protection down there in the deep, and he's going to pick up just the one.
Back up.
Back up well by the captain.
Well done, Sile.
It's important that he doesn't get phased, the young man. Just keep bowling those good lines and lengths.
Come Rian.
Batsman looking for cow corner here. It's a big gap. There he goes. He's trying to get it, and that's 6, right over the top of the fielder that was down there. Had no chance of picking that up. Straight over his head. You could just tell by where he's looking at just before the previous ball was bowled that he's intending to have that big swing there. And if fair enough, if you give him a half volley, you'll go for it. That was a lovely shot. Maybe even shot of the day. Oh, that's a better comeback. Another swing as well, but there was no room there. No, it's really important for Pembroke to hold their nerve here.
Lovely boy.
Looking for a couple of quick wickets just to make it difficult, but at the moment, Smart Money seems to be moving on to... Oh, that's a lovely shot, but... And it's what I'm noticing here is they're actually very good running between the wickets. I think they're doing it slightly better than what Pembroke did. They seem to be a bit more hungry for it. Quick calling. And basically head down, run to the other end. Oh, It's not the worst ball, but he's flicking it nicely, and there's another boundary. That's flipped on the leg side, goes square. And the pace of the bowler and the ball versus the shot, just a very, very comfortable boundary there for... Sorry? Yeah, that was... You're going to have a replay of a shot of the day. Anyway, very, very good over there from Railway's point of view. So after 11, it's 89 on the board. 2 wickets down. At the same time, Pembroke were 85 for no wickets. So it's very neck and neck here. Eli to continue, I think. Yes, it is. Right in the balance of it now. Either they're going to kick on and build a big partnership and put this innings away, or Pembroke are going to get some wickets here and really shake up the balance. Bit short there and pumped away on the leg side. I don't know if the field's right here. Anyway, he picks up another boundary. There's a big gap there. So once it gets past square leg, there was no protection at all. So 4 runs to the total. They've seen it very comfortably now. I'm not sure whether it's time for a bowling change. Just keep mixing things up. Don't make it comfortable for the batsman at all. But obviously these are very in-touch batsmen here. They've just pushed square leg right back to the boundary. Make it a deep square leg, deep backward square, something like that. Oh, that's a good comeback by Eli. And he swoops down on it to make sure there's no possibility of a run. So, yeah, get a few more people coming down the wall towards the clubhouse. It's a lovely evening to come down and have a drink or 3. Warm your bones against the stones on the wall there. And it's, oh, big hoik there, but it might have been straight into the ground. Good bowling. Well fielded by his father captain. He would be a little bit anxious and nervous at the moment. Want to be careful this doesn't slip out of their hands. You have to say, oh, he loves that shot. And they pick up a single. Oh, a bit too easy. But it's difficult because they are hitting the ball so well that if you're in too close, it's going to go straight over your head. If you're too far back, you're going to get a single. So in some ways he's damned if he does it, damned if he doesn't. Leading edge. Oh, and the luck is going Railway's way. Another one that was in the air, but split the field. A good catch in height, actually, but it just went nowhere near a fielder. So you'd be feeling pretty good if you're actually in the middle there batting. You'd be thinking that it's all going your way. It's very important that Eli doesn't drop his head and oh, yes! No, he dropped it. It was a difficult catch. He had to come forward, and it was very low, at his ankles, but I thought he had it then. And I think they all did, and it's just sort of, is that going to be the turning point? What could have been it?
They took a lot of replays in that over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
There you go. See what I saw.
Oh, yes. Just reached for it, played it out. Went to hand, but it was a very difficult shot to get down there from the big man. Anyway, they survive. Score moves on to 95 for 2 off 12. Edging slightly ahead of Pembroke at the same time. Pembroke were 90. Great contest we're having here. These are 2 very, very similar strength teams so far. That was the last ball. This could come down to the second ball or even the last ball. Yep, the way it's going. The Railway captain would be delighted that was put down. You know, sometimes you've got to ride your luck. And these guys are doing very well for the team. 43-run partnership so far. Unfortunately, from Pembroke's point of view, that ball didn't stick to the hand. That would have been the breakthrough that they would have felt, maybe turned the tide. Still a long way to go. Change of bowling here, Naveen. And played away on the onside. To mid-wicket and no run. Stopped there by the captain. Naveen is basically overpitched it then, full toss. Just played down to the cow corner region, just the one run. Just needs to find his length again. That's a bit better. Oh, that's unlucky. It's good bowling. You want to be pretty happy with that, though. That's the ball. You know, it's a good length he wants to bowl. Allow the ball to do some magic off the pitch there.
Navi, that's beautiful, Navi.
I wanted to. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Just a really late cut almost. Interesting throwback from the fielder. Goes straight at the bowler's head. I mean, the keeper's head. But no run. Backed up there by the captain, Gordon Clark. And, oh, that's a lovely ball, actually. Fielded by the bowler. Interesting sort of, was the back of his hand or something. Must be his version of a slow ball. Yeah, and then hit down the cow corner again. Sahil runs in from the boundary at a great rate of knots. Just one run. Good over there. Good start there from the spinner, Naveen. And after 13, Railway are at 98. Just conceding the 3 runs from that over. Very tight in the context of things so far. At the same time, Pembroke were 94 for loss of no wicket. Oh, they're going to continue with Eli. Lots of good faith in the young man. Let's see what he can do. Almost got a wicket in the last over. Oh, there we go. Oh, again, another half chance maybe. It wasn't even a chance really, but just had to field it in the right spot, but just probably needed to be on the rope. Just went inches over his head. Here we go. So he's creating chances, the young man. It's just that the luck is going Railway's way. Ew, everyone thought that was going to be taken. Even Jordan Kelly there just encapsulating how we all felt there as Pembroke supporters, or those who are Pembroke supporters. Great shot there by Railway. This batsman here is actually batting really well. He's seen the ball well. Oh, he's going to get another. He's probably going to pick up another boundary. He just worked on the leg side. No, he's going to. The ball just ran out of thumbs, ran out of speed. Pulled up about a metre or two short of the rope there. But he picks up 2. And he's moved on to 28 off 19. I think it's going to turn over to. So he's batting very well. These two are looking really, really good. Yeah, worked on the leg side. So
Well
just
done,
behind
well
spare
done,
now. Rian comes off the boundary. Good arm. They just pick up the 1.
Well done, Eli. 1 wicket, boy, 1 wicket.
Oh, yes, it's going to be this time.
Yeah!
Yes, and he finally gets the reward that he's been searching for. He's had a few sort of potential opportunities that were just a little bit too off here or there, but now he's picked up the reward. He's got the catch. Good bowling, good staying with his plan. And the opener is now gone. Anyway, it's a 53-run partnership. Just what Railway needed. Put them in a really comfortable position here. They're in the driving seat. At the same time, they're 105 for 3 now, off 13, or in the 14th over. Pembroke were 102 for none. So neck and neck on the runs, but the wickets there may have something to play in this game already. Still got to be, 6 and a bit overs to go. A lot of cricket to be played. Let's see what this batsman brings to the table. Anyway, it's a good foundation for Railway. They'd be delighted with this. They probably would have liked that partnership to continue to the end. Wasn't to be. Eli comes in again. Oh, yes, and he gets 2 in a row.
That's it.
He's on a hat-trick, the young man. And don't the kids love him? Yay! Fantastic stuff there. Batsman gets the sort of half volley, just whips away to mid-wicket, who says, thanks very much, I'll take that. Bang, and he's out. So Lucky's moving in Pembroke's direction at this stage. Here we go. Watch this replay. Just flicked it up. Yep. Was probably the right shot, but straight to the fielder. And Pembroke are delighted. 2 down in 2 balls. Now, we don't want to jinx it, but let's jinx it. Can he get a hat-trick? And can Railway build up another partnership to take them home? 105 for 4 in the 14th over. What would his partner be saying? Don't play that shot. Play anything else. In fact, get me on strike. And what's Eli's plan? What's going through his mind as the field comes in just a little bit tighter? Jordan Kelly taking a few steps forward, hoping the ball was hit to him. But you don't really want to change the field that much. And here he comes. Hat-trick ball. Oh, and it defended. No way was he going to go for a big hit for that. And a very exciting over there. Great over from the young man. Really helped put Pembroke right back into position. So, after 14, it's 105 for 4. At the same time, after 14, Pembroke were 102, but hadn't lost a wicket yet. So, how's it going to go? A couple more wickets by Pembroke, and could be too much of a wobble for Railway to... Yeah, I think they'll probably do it too. Anyway, I think this is going to come right down to the last ball. They've still got good batting out there. There's still wickets in the shed. No need for Railway to panic. They've only got to survive another 6 overs. Yeah, they're slightly ahead of the run rate. And it's just swerving back down to join the blue line. So it's neck and neck. Very exciting game. Tries a quicker ball there. It doesn't trouble the batsman. And they play it away to the offside. Nice little sort of cut. Just picks up the 1. That's all okay. Now the new batsman on strike.
106. 34. 35. 35.
Yeah, 35 to win.
Off 6. 35 off 35.
New batsman on strike here. What can he do? Oh, gets past the outside edge there. Tried to work it on the offside, but it wasn't there. Taken well by Subra. Dot ball, that's the important thing. Comes in again.
Whoa!
Whipping it through and straight to mid wicket.
Body.
2 dot balls in a row here. It's good pressure.
Come lads, come lads.
Never fun when you haven't scored any runs. You're on 0 and you faced a few balls. Just dying to get off strike or get off the duck, basically.
Whoa!
It's a position I've been in more than once,
Shabash, shabash,
so I know how he feels.
Whoa!
And this time he was able to work it on the offside.
Lovely, lovely.
Just gives a little dab, picks up the single, and he's off to the horrible duck. That'll make him feel better. 107 for 4.
High boy, end over on a high.
It's a good tide over here. Only conceded 2 so far. All right, some tweaking to the field happening here. Just the set batsman on strike at the moment. And he was tempted to wind it up, I think, but just played it out on the offside in the end. There's protection in the deep and good arm and just picks up the 1.
Great over now.
That's a very good over from a Pembroke point of view. Another good one. So 108, I think that's going to be. 108 for 4 after 15. And again, well balanced here. Slightly ahead of Pembroke's run rate at the same time, which is 103. And at this stage, they had lost their first wicket. But it's neck and neck in the scheme of things. And from a railway point of view, that batsman's point of view, he's off a duck. He's got 1 run, so he'll be feeling so much more comfortable now and a lot better. When do you think they'll start to make the fireworks? Start to throw the bat around a bit? Maybe another over 2 to go. In some ways, they don't really need to. They just need to keep batting and picking up 1s and 2s, and they'll be fine. But, you know, you see some of these guys and they can't help themselves. Get a bit of glory. So, Pembroke desperately need 2 or 3 more wickets here to really, really lock it up. Create panic. And Railway just need to hold their nerve. Just bat sensibly. There's big gaps out there. Anyway, it's a change of bowling. Looks like it's Bushan. Sorry, Subra, I should say. No, yeah, he's Bushan. And hits straight back to him, and he fields well off his own bowling. He's normally a pace bowler, but he's suffering a bit of an injury this season. So he's decided to try his arm at the spin. And he's been very effective, actually. Oh, that's... Justin is cut through to Justin there, just sort of backward a point. Bounce off his knees, and possibly could have been second run there, but Joydeep was there to swerve on the ball and make sure that didn't happen. Very nervous out here in the middle. Oh, that was a bit short and well dealt with by the batsman. Just spins on his heels and connects to the ball and pushes it through to the boundary. Very nice shot there. No protection down there at all. Here we go. Yeah, it's nice. Just spinning action just created a really, really fine shot down there. And there was no one down there to stop it. So 4 runs, and that's going to be great for Railway's point of view. Take a little bit of the pressure off. Good comeback there. Right up in the block hole. Batsman did the right thing, just defended it out. Just keep those balls out and make sure that you don't do anything too rash. Ooh, floats it up, and it's 2 full. It's a full toss. He gets onto it, and that's going to be 4 runs. Just smacked away on the leg side. Horrible ball, beautiful shot. Well, we can see that this game may be slipping out of Pembroke's grasp now. Heads are dropping. The body language is not very positive. The bowling's been a bit too loose, and the batting's been very good. All goes in favour of Railway. Anyway, it's great cricket from from the sidelines. Been very entertaining. And another. Oh, he's given. Wow, that's interesting. He went for the big hoik again, and completely missed it. And the full toss landed on the pad right in front of the wickets, and he's been given LBW. Wow, that's a breakthrough. Isn't this a funny game that we play? That's the most ugliest ball. The bad ball gets the wicket in this case, and the batsman would be incredibly disappointed that he's out that way. He was looking very, very good. Here we go. Full toss. Oh, right across the line, standing right in front of the stumps. Easy decision by the umpire and the right one. That was gone for all money. And he's had to go back to the clubhouse. He'd be so disappointed because he just hit a very similar one like that, the previous ball to the boundary. And now the wicket's fallen. And the game swings again. 117 for 5 in the 16th over. Railway still ahead on the run rate. Still got a few wickets in the shed. So they'll be confident that it's going to go their way. But another couple of quick wickets here. Naveen's a very experienced bowler. Hasn't been his best bowling so far. I mean, he might be a bit slippery or just a bit nervous or whatever like that, but he's a very capable bowler.
1 for 5 off 2, it says in front of me.
Yep. Yeah. Actually, his bowling's been quite good. Sorry, take that back to Veen. He's only conceded 5. He deserves a wicket. Oh, that's a beautiful start to the over. Drives it into the toes of the batsman. It's a dot ball. Oh, got the batsman there to reach for the ball. It's a good length. Didn't know where to go forward or back, but he got forward and reached for it and almost took it through to the keeper. It's a good start by Devine. And that one's a bit loose. Just drifts too wide there on the offside, and he concedes a wide. Just enticing the batsman, maybe. That's a bit better. Oh, just chipped up, but there's no fielder there. Just chipped up on the offside, almost to a point position.
30 runs innings.
We've got a new batsman out there now.
Come lads, come lads!
It's so funny, I could hear him through the microphone, so it sounds like he's behind me. I was looking around to go. Oh, here we go. Ball hit straight down to Joydeep, who fields it very well, saves 3. Well done, Joy.
Thank you.
Yeah, nothing was getting past Joy then. But I think the batsman now will be looking for the same shot. Again, just plays it on the offside to a backward point position, slightly backward point. Just gets the 1 run, but they'd be happy to take it along now. 120 up, 121 actually, so 20 runs to win. And they'll be happy just to do that in singles, I'm sure. No need to panic from a Railway point of view. I think they'll be very much thinking we've got this in hand. Still, got to get 5 and over. But if they can do it in singles, I just think we're going to run out of time from a Pembroke point of view. And Railway their teammates must be down there thinking, just do it, lads. Just don't do anything risky. Just keep rotating that strike. You might pick up the odd boundary here and there, which will take the pressure off. And we'll walk this home for 2 wins in a row. That'll be the perfect start from their point of view. To win at home and then win away on the same day against the same team. Just show their dominance. But a lot can happen in 4 overs.
You heard out in the park. Bowled them out for 131.
Oh, really? A whole lot.
189 win.
Wow. So I'm a bit in shock here at the moment. I just heard that the game out in Phoenix, it's all over, and the side chasing 320 was all out for 132, did you say? 131. 131. Oh, lucky quick single there. They get home, though. It was a good bit of running there by Railway. And I think that's one of the differences between the two sides. Railway have been a better running side between the wickets. They've been showing more conviction, quick calls, no hesitation, just moving it along. They looked really impressive. Oh, it's a lovely ball there. Struck back to the bowler, no run. I'm not sure this is going to be enough for Pembroke. They need wickets. The only thing that's really going to shut this down is, although if they can concede a lot of dots, maybe Railway might, maybe run out of time. But again, they were able to pick up a single there. Quite a wild shot. You'd have to say a lot of the time that the luck's gone Railway's way. But then again, it's been just a well-balanced game, I think. It's been great fun. Oh, just hoiked it too much when he twisted. Sorry, let me start that again. Just tried to put too much on the ball there and conceded the wide. It's turned it too much. Oh, gave a great flight there. You see the batsman wanted to go for the big hit, but then realised at the last second that that's not the shot. Just keep it out. And he did very well. So the new batsman, Balakrishnan, did well to keep that out. He's on 3 or 4. And he's hooked that up on the back foot, lifts it up, but he's only going to get a single. But not a bad stroke. Feel a bit hardly done by there, but quite a safe shot in the end. And that was just a bit too full. But they'll pick up 2, hit out there to cow corner. Oh, they thought they had him in for a run out there, but he was home. He was safe. That was good running.
Let's see what the replay is. I'm sure he's right.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see it.
No need for a dive there, but it was close enough. He was ambling down there. Oh, yeah, he had his bat down. Just got across the line.
He realised he had to go.
Yeah, I think I think he was hoping to sort of amble in a bit. Then the last couple of paces had to increase in speed, but he got back, and that's good running by the Railway batsman. They're just doing everything that the captain needs. So at the end of the over, it's 128 5. I think I've lost an over here. That was after 18, wasn't it? Yeah. So 2 overs to go. 128 for 5. Neck and neck with Pembroke basically at the same time they were. So Pembroke just need to bowl incredibly tightly here. Hopefully get some wickets or just... Here you go. And that's going to relieve the pressure a lot. It's going to be a big hoik out to cow corner. And it's just bounces once, before the rope, picks up 4 runs.
No problem, Nav. No problem.
Just a bit too full there by the bowler. Great shot by the batsman though. He's gone to 8 off 6. And Krishnan. And one senses that this is going to slip out of Pembroke grasp. But it's not over until it's over. We've seen this happen many a times over the years. And earlier today. This could be down to the last run, last ball situation again. Oh, it's a nice shot though. Gets past the field and that's going to go to the boundary too, is it? Yes, it is. It's played on the off. Just run along the carpet all the way. Just got past the covers, fieldsman there, and just straight to the boundaries. It's a great outfield here that Dale and the team have provided for us, as usual. Exceptional groundsmen and staff. Oh, it's a full toss down leg. There's going to be a... Yeah, it looks like the wheels are falling off Pembroke here. That's going to be another wide, another run to the total. So... And he tries to... Oh, my goodness. What a catch. I know, he tried to get it for a catch. He went past him. There's got to be a no ball. I would have thought that was a no ball. That's the game. Anyway. Yeah, I lost sight of the ball there too.
Yeah, I was like, because it's a no ball, he could get him a run out.
I completely missed that, whether he caught it or not, or went to the boundary. Yep. Here you go. Yeah, no ball. That's where I thought he had it, but it went through. Anyway, great victory there for Railway. They kept in touch the whole way through, batted sensibly, batted with intent, and they won 2 in a row this weekend. So they will be delighted. Commiserations to Pembroke. Put up a pretty good total, but started well, but probably just obviously wasn't enough. Needed to be probably more, another 20 runs, and that would have made life very interesting. But fair play to Railway. They have chased down 2 totals now from Pembroke forwards, and they did it in convincing style today, especially this game. So their chances of progressing up the cup have increased, and it's weakened Pembroke's, unfortunately, from their point of view. But no, it was a great game all round, so I hope everyone enjoyed watching that. I think there was lots of excitement, some ebbs and flows throughout the game. And what a beautiful day to play cricket and to watch cricket. It was really enjoyable spectacle that both teams have put on. So well done to both teams. Congratulations Railway and commiserations Pembroke. And we'd like to thank you all for joining us today while we had this commentary. Sorry it had to be me alone, but anyway, we got there in the end. Oh yeah, just remind you that the Pembroke seconds are here tomorrow, so please tune into that. That's going to be a very exciting match. They're in great form. Really talented team this year, led by Joe Pendergast again. So we thank you for joining us and hope you enjoyed the coverage. And thank you for Charlie for helping out in the first innings. Much appreciated. And we hope you so we're just watching a few things here. So yes, so a couple of good knocks there by the Railway Union batsmen. A few knocks in the 30, which really set up good partnerships. And it was they were just too strong today. The bowling was a little bit wayward when it needed to be stronger. Their running between the wickets was great. So here we see the bowling card. Quite expensive at the top there. They really went after the openers. I thought Ryan there bowled probably quite better than what his figures actually said there at the end. He came back strongly. Got a wicket, which is great for the young man. Eli almost pulled off a hat-trick there. Good figures there, 2 for 21 off 4. So he's the pick of the bowlers today. But it was just a bit too loose to be able to actually defend that total, I'm afraid, from a Pembroke point of view. But well done, Railway. They will be delighted. So there'll be lots of celebrations, I guess, across the road here in Park Avenue. And I'll leave you with... we have a replay of the last ball, but I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you very much for joining in, and get your friends to like and subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season, hopefully sooner than that. So, here you go. Bang. Good night, everyone.